Greetings all, Fanny here for Gemini's weekly message. Gemini, the first card that came out for you is the Four of Swords. We could be working through overcoming or battling with a mental war or strain. Intrusive thoughts, overwhelming noise, or just a lot of anxiety that's telling us we can't do something, shouldn't do something, we don't have a right or an ability to do something. I almost feel like reoccurring traumas or memories, people's voices, things that have been said or occurred, keep coming up. Because, like, something that used to happen to me when I was a child, and even still sometimes, is like I would lay in bed and I would hear, like, all the people saying my name that I knew I was going to be seeing the next day, especially when it came to, like, school. And it was very overwhelming sometimes because I knew every one of those people were going to have an opinion or a thought or something about me. Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. So you have the Knight of Swords. And this is you reclaiming your mind and taking it out of this warlike state. Taking it away from this battlefield. Removing the judgment and it's like, I want to say the light that was put in there, and be careful in how phrasing that, because the light can be referred to many different things, but it's almost to me like what was shining on this, like, just land, just for reference, you are the land for analogy, Gemini. But what was shining on this land was very toxic and overbearing. So while it was technically light, it was technically power and energy, it wasn't the one that you wanted. It was full of all of this judgment, all of this hatred, second guessing, nosiness, and that is why the Hermit has come out for you with this Knight of Swords. Because the Knight of Swords is you taking back the land, taking back your power. And the Hermit is re-illuminating it, walking a new path, walking a new road. One without the judgment and fear, with a brand new light source, with a brand new star. And this star is not going to be tainted. This star is not going to be shining down in petty anger, greed, or fear. We're moving away from these burdens with the Ten of Wands in reverse. We're giving up a lot of that burden and that pain, and letting ourselves feel and love again. And I absolutely love that for you, Gemini, because it would be very reasonable to continue to carry this mistrust for people in general down the road. But I want to show you that there is a new beginning coming in for you, and there is the potential and possibilities of love and acceptance in any form that you wish for it to be, whether that is a romantic connection or just a new friend, a support system. Yeah, don't worry about what we're walking away from right now, Gemini, because something so much better is going to come up when you decide to take up that sword. When you decide that you're worthy of healing from this situation. And yeah, you're going to fight like a girl, fight like a boy, whatever. You're going to fight like you. It doesn't matter what anyone else has to say about the situation, Gemini, is because you're going to fight like you. You have the Mouse and the Buttercup, innocence. I do feel like Gemini is going through a rebirth and a renewal here, where on the other side, you are going to be a very different kind of person, and you're gonna, the imposter syndrome is understandable, like the deceit of who am I? Is this part of the new me? Is this part of the old me? And that is part of the journey. That is part of the road that we'll be walking, in trying to understand, like, what it is that I, as the individual, want. What it is that I want to go after. Follow inspiration when it strikes with the salamander and the black pepper here. Inspiration is a blessing. It is a gift. It is a message from the gods. And it's something that we need to follow through when it strikes. Even if it's like 3 in the morning and you can't sleep anyway, well, make something, especially if that's when the energy is flowing. We can't decide when these things happen. You have protection coming out for you. And I love that this is here, because I do feel like Gemini wants to feel protected. They want to feel safe and secure here, because there was a lot of this hurt. There was a lot of this guardedness where I have to protect myself. I have to keep myself safe. Yeah. And you are being protected with the guardianship. Wolf and Rosehip card coming out here, my love. Trust yourself. Creative ingenuity. Yeah, your creativity is going to be your key and your ticket out of this funk, this darkness. So again, going back to following inspiration when it strikes. Passion flower. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. If you don't know what your passion is, start looking into more things that you are interested in. The things that make your heart race. Even if you think it's the craziest thing ever and you can't make a living off of that. I'm sorry, people, but you can make a living off of anything these days. It may be harder than some roads. It may be stranger, but it is still something that we can do. You have the Trout and Lily of the Valley with purification. Purify that judgment. Purify yourself from that fluorescent light. Like, that stuff was straight up toxic. Because you're worth something so much more, Gemini. And what you're worth and what you're deserving of is so much more beautiful than anything that they could have said in any hurt, because they are coming from a low, lacking, bad place. And something that hurt that they have yet to heal from. Things that they have yet to overcome. And you've shown that you were strong enough and that you weren't going to continue to accept that. And because of that, you got the happiness that you deserve. Or you will be receiving the happiness that you deserve. So take heart in that, Gemini. And please keep moving forward, because it may be a difficult journey that you're walking on now, but it is one you are meant to walk. Have a beautiful day, my love.